nomadic panic. I'm in completely unknown territory here. This is a really nice road. I'll show it to you. But the reviews that I read said the road gets a little sketchy, and I don't want to go that far. I've been using Google Maps to sort of pinpoint the locations where there's campsites along the road, and they're pretty sparse. I think I've only passed about 3 or 4 right now, and they've all been occupied. So I got 2 more up here that I could see on Google Maps that look great for the trailer, but I just have to keep my fingers crossed that I can make it. This road is awesome. It's just, I know at some point it turns bad, and I just don't know where that is. So here's one of the sites, and it's occupied. So I got one more that I can get to safely. Damn, this looks like a good site too. And this road is really nice. It's steep, like right here it's really steep. I'm in first gear, so that's given me more control, like as far as not speeding down these. It kind of doesn't look bad on camera, but that's really steep right there. It's totally fine because the road's pretty smooth. It just has this big dip here through this wash. Now that guy was right behind me, and so it's kind of a race, like to see who gets to the next open site first. It looks like he stopped right there, so he might have just found a site. Now there's a sign here at this spot that I'm calling a campsite. I saw a fire ring, but I want to get out first and see what the sign says. I don't want to go too deep on this road because it's rough. As long as there's a spot I can turn around, it should be okay. It's awesome looking out here. So yeah, I can get my trailer right in here. It's uneven and everything, but I can manage that for sure. And now as I walk a little bit further here, it's getting pretty uneven. Like I don't want to get too far in here, but I could camp in here. Oh, right here's a good flat spot, actually. It's a little tricky to get into this spot. These are just the kind of things I think about. If I could back up in there, that's an awesome spot. The problem is, right here, it's pretty like bumpy. I can't go too far in there. I can take the truck through that, fine, but the trailer I can't take through that. That's too bumpy. It may not look bumpy on camera, but it's too bumpy for the trailer. Something will bottom out. Mostly the sewer pipe will bottom out there. I think I might head in here with the truck and then back up, and I'll back up the trailer right into there, and I'll be out of this little road. It doesn't look like this road is used very much, so that's good. And I'll be off of the main road even more than this first spot that I found. And I could just barely hear the highway. And check out this weather. It's nice. It's cloudy. There's some storm clouds. And it's breezy, which feels really good. It's rocky here. Check out these rocks right here. So I just have to kind of avoid that. I know it doesn't look like anything on camera. I get it. But I don't want to bottom out or pop any tires, anything like that. So I just have to be a little bit cautious. I'm not stuck, but I can see how I could kind of get stuck. The hitch bottomed out. Like, I'm going really slow, so there's like no damage or anything like that. I'm just touching it and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna go any further. The sewer pipe bottomed out a couple times. Again, like, I just can see it in the mirror, and I'm getting out a bunch and checking, and I can see it just starting to touch the ground. It's like, oh, if I go forward more, then I'm gonna pull the sewer pipe off. So then I back it up. Then I got into this one, like these little gullies here. If you get one set of the trailer tires in that gully and then the other side's not, then one of the wheels is like just floating in midair, and that doesn't seem good to me. So then I back it up, and so now I've got a whole new plan. I'm backing back up. I'm gonna back up all the way out of here into that first spot. And the reason I decided not to take that first spot, even though now I'm going back there, is it's really not level, and it's gonna be a pain to level the trailer. I'll have to detach it to level it, and I'd rather do that than what I'm doing right now, just backing forward and back, and getting out and checking. But there's nobody around, so I'm not really in a time crunch, but I am tired. I would like to get camp set up, and I'm gonna take the easy way, but this is like, I think this is the first time I actually am having to back up on a road. It has happened before. This is embarrassing. I'm glad you guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm not really showing it because I don't know how long that took me. It seems like that took me about 45 minutes. I ended up having to back down that road. Oh, here comes a big rig. Great. We got back on the main road. I got to pull over as far as I can here, but there's not much room. And this guy is not slowing down. That guy didn't slow down. I'm pulled over as far as I can because he's 6 more inches and the trailer's wheels are going off the edge. That was too close of a call. Shoot, man. I'm gonna pull over right here. I'm only going, it's not even registering. I'm going like 1 mile an hour. I just need some level ground on the edge so there's not a ditch. I'll put on my blinkers there. It was stupid what I did. It was really stupid. So now I know. I mean, I've been driving this trailer for almost 4 years now, and I've gone through some like rough roads, some kind of, rocky areas, and I get out and look and see what's going to scrape and what's not, and I'm really careful. The truck, luckily, I've never bottomed out in the truck. I do check to make sure I'm not going to like hit the differential in the back. That's the lowest part of the truck, but I've never done it. The truck's got a little lift on it, so I'm grateful to have the truck. Let's put it that way. The trailer, the hitch I've hit and scraped a few times, and the main thing is the sewer pipe on the trailer. It's the lowest part of the trailer, and I scrape that thing all the time. It doesn't have any damage. I don't know how I haven't damaged that thing. I guess it's because I go very slow. When I know there's a risk, I'm going really slow, and that's what I'm doing here, and that's what I was just doing back there. I mean, I had to back out so many times, and it's just like this rocky, slopey, and then I'm scraping the bushes, and then I'm running the trailer into the bushes, and I'm thinking about, is it going to pop the tires because they got these thorns on them? But I just go really slow, so whatever happens, happens, and it happens at a slow pace. So I decided I would get back on the main road, and now I'm pointed the wrong way. And I'm saying it's the wrong way because that trailer that was following me, it looked like they came back. I'm pretty sure it was the same rig, and they came back. So I think there's a spot up here I can turn around. I wasn't able to back out the way I wanted to go. Wish me luck. And then if I don't find a spot, which I don't think I'm going to, then I'm gonna go back across the highway because I know there's a couple spots over there, and maybe there's nobody using them. Actually, shoot, look at this. There's a spot right here. Holy cow. Yeah, I don't think that spot's gonna work. I could make it work, and I just turned around there. But it's a little unlevel and it's kind of small. Looks like I'd kind of be blocking a road a little bit. So I used it to turn around, and I'm gonna head back. This is awesome territory out here. Maybe some of the sites that were occupied on my way in will be empty now. It's a possibility anyway. I was kind of blocking the road a little bit, so I was kind of looking at this guy that was driving by, this guy in a pickup truck, and he just asked me if I was all right, like if I needed any help. And I just wanted to make sure he could make it by my truck. But it just goes to show you, like, it's not long, you know, when you're in areas like this where it feels really secluded, there's still people around and everybody's willing to help. If, you know, if I did get stuck or had something go wrong, there'd be somebody around that could assist me in some way. And I would do the same too. If someone comes into my camp or someone flags me down or waves me down, then I'll do my best, you know, to help. That's just kind of how it is out here. Most people are friendly and in good spirits because we're out in nature and just enjoying life. Even though this is kind of a rough time as far as finding a campsite. I took a risk today because I've always seen people camped over here, and I thought, I should camp over there. I don't really know what the road's like, but I want to go check it out. So I looked it up on iOverlander to see what the road conditions were like, and I got a pretty good idea. And basically from the reviews that you can read on there, it was right. It was kind of saying, yeah, don't go this way, and that's kind of the way I went. I'm going to try and end this video quick, hopefully, because I want to get to camp, take a nap, eat some more pizza. Hit that like button. Let us know you're watching. Me and the dogs like to know you're watching. Don't forget to subscribe because you don't want to miss any of our crazy adventures. I've been getting into some trouble lately, it seems like. It's kind of a weird time in my nomad life, but I'm having fun. Like, I really am enjoying it. Trying at the same time trying to like solve these issues that come up. And I just got taught a lesson. I taught myself a lesson. Don't go down a road if you think at all it might be sketchy. You need to check before you drive down a road, or else you're gonna regret it. I found us a spot. I have to drop the trailer to make it perfectly level, which you pretty much have to do, or else it's just an uncomfortable night or day or whatever. So I got to unhitch everything. I got to take the bars off, and then I got to pull the truck forward and then lower it back down. Not really a big deal, and compared to what I just went through, like I wish I would have come here first. But this is a spot I'm familiar with, and that's one of the advantages of being a nomad for, you know, at least a couple years, where you have spots that you've already stayed at, and so you understand the roads and what sites there are there and what the issues are and how easy they are or how hard they are to get to. So this was kind of my backup spot, and I ended up staying here. You know, I went several miles down that last road looking for a new place. I was trying to find a new place to camp, but it's just too popular right now. And it's, if I just had the truck, I could have camped there easily, or a van or something, you know, that's smaller. I could have. But with the trailer, you know, I need to find a specific kind of spot. As it is, like, you would think I wouldn't take this spot because it's a steep road to get in here. That's the main road right up there, but then you have to come down this steep road. And I've done it before, so I knew I could do it with the trailer. It's the kind of thing that it looks really sketchy, but since I've done it before, I was like, oh, it's no problem. But it looks sketchier than where I just got stuck. So I'm super happy to be here. You know, it may sound like I'm complaining or like I'm really scared. It is just how it goes. And I was kind of stuck there. Like, I was having to back up and go forward, and then I was getting into the bushes and the sticker bushes. And it's kind of frustrating, but I really just take it slow, and there's nobody there bothering me or hurrying me. The dogs is the main thing. They're just like looking at me like, when can we get out? When can we get out? And so I feel kind of bad for them because I'm just sitting there like going back and forth, back and forth. They're like, what are you doing, crazy guy? And it's just part of the deal, you know. You got to find a spot, and sometimes it's harder than you might imagine. And you kind of don't know what you're getting into until you're there. And it can be good, it can be bad. A lot of times it's really good. In this case, it was a little frustrating, but I learned, and it's worth it. Look where I am now.